To unleash the full power of the federal government in this effort today, I am officially declaring a national emergency.
As surprising as it is, the global health situation has created new business trends that no one predicted before. The drastic change of consumer preferences due to social distancing and healthcare demands allowed new startup companies to flourish. Let's take a look at some of the biggest trends of 2021. The drug development revolution with innovative vaccine development and testing. Philanthropy, sustainable development goals, and digital nomadism will be some of the most popular business keywords used this year. Apart from that, we will also get to see many business and technological innovations. The most unique part about this is that these happenings will all be based on the post-global health situation. The global health situation made a historical difference in the drug industry, as people needed fast testing to find out whether they were ill or not. Researchers have found many ways to make it easier and quicker to test people. This development has also made it easier for drug industries to trial drugs. Researchers have shifted to a more virtual structure by collecting data remotely and performing constellations online. By doing this, they have put many traditional clinical trials to a stop. These instant changes have altered pharmaceutical development in a way that no one could ever imagine. These industries have not only developed rapid testing located all around the world, but they have also worked on the development of the vaccine. Big pharmaceutical companies based in the UK and US, including Pfizer, AstraZeneca, and Moderna, have all contributed to the fast development of these vaccines. Pfizer has made a huge technological innovation by developing the mRNA vaccine, which is the first in human history. We are expecting to see even more of these kinds of innovations throughout the following months of 2021 and in 2022, in both new vaccine candidates and test kits. Contactless shipping and delivery have become the new norm. In the US alone, contactless delivery and shipping have seen a 20% increase in comparison with what it was back in 2019. Because of the global health situation, most of the industries were forced to implement this alternative process into their business to survive. Now, this contactless delivery method is considered normal. Companies like Instacart, Postmates, and DoorDash have focused on providing these kinds of delivery options from people's desire to minimize physical contact with service providers. During the global health situation, Uber Eats and Grubhub also expanded their shipping and delivery options and are not looking forward to stopping in the upcoming years. In China, the kind of contactless delivery option was not even considered a thing before the delivery app called Meituan decided to build the first company to ship and deliver in Wuhan. The company first began its business by delivering groceries to quarantined families. Meituan tested out the technology for the first time last year, but now it has launched its services in other cities in China. However, China is not the only country that is aiming to push robotic deliveries. American companies such as Starship Technologies, Mana, and Neuro are solving this problem by using artificial intelligence robotics to make it easier to conduct contactless delivery or shipping operations. The continued growth of video conferencing and remote working. Business sectors have seen quite a fast expansion during the global health situation, and we are guessing that they are likely to continue growing even in the following years. Zoom, which was created in 2011, went from going public in 2019 to becoming one of the most frequently used household apps during the global health situation. But aside from Zoom, other apps and tools such as Microsoft Teams, GoToMeetings, Google Hangout, and Cisco's WebEx are all contributing to the further development of video conferencing systems. This trend will likely make it easier for people to remotely work across the world. Many other projects are being developed in the remote working sector. Companies such as Sigma, Bluescape, and eLoops made it possible for students to interact, share content, run virtual team building activities, and train employees thanks to using these video collaboration platforms. This has helped many small businesses keep track of their teams by easily collaborating and communicating with one another. Hopefully, this trend will make it possible to reduce working hours at the office and promote spending the majority of working hours in the comfort of our own home. Online education tools. In terms of education, it has been the first shift in history where people have gotten an education online. Like many other business trends in 2021, this trend was also created created from the global health situation. Since the situation started, almost 190 countries have closed schools at some point. This has affected around 1.5 billion people worldwide. To find a solution and continue giving students a proper education, many colleges, schools, and coaching centers created video conferencing classes. This has also led many institutions to be forced to follow a part of their curriculum online, even after things return to normal again. Companies like Age of Learning, OutSchool, Hujiang, iTutor Group, and Coursera are some of the most popular online learning platforms in the world. They have helped millions of children get an education during the global health situation, but these companies are planning to continue their services even after 2021. The development of telemedicine and telehealth. Healthcare institutions are trying their best to reduce exposure of illness to workers and patients. Many public and private practices started using telemedicine and telehealth services, such as video chats with doctors and even avatars that can diagnose you accordingly to your symptoms. These healthcare companies are also working using the contact lens shipping method to deliver medication to their customers. Telehealth counseling has increased by 50% when compared to what it used to be before the global health situation. Experts predict that by the end of 2021, virtual care visits will reach almost 1 billion users. That number is no surprise. By early 2020, the number of Americans that used virtual care visits went up to about 70 million. Some of the biggest public companies that are offering these services to meet people's current needs are Teladoc Health, One Medical, Livongo Health, and Amwell. But other startup companies are not too far behind. Companies like MeMD, MD Live, K Health, and 98.6 have contributed to the development of telemedicine and telehealth in 2020 and 2021. These companies are likely to continue to keep on meeting the growing needs of virtual care visits even after 2021. But the advancements in telehealth also made other advancements in AI technology and biotech to be able to provide robotic healthcare, admin work, and support an accurate diagnosis to customers. The rapid growth of industrial automation, AI, and robotics. Through 2021, we are expecting to see rapid growth of industrial automation technology and artificial intelligence. As supply chains and manufacturing are beginning to run full operation, jobs that include manpower will meet a shortage. But with the development of AI, robotics will likely be a solution to help prevent these shortages and operate manufacturing. Currently, many companies are developing industry automations with robotics integration. Most of these companies are located in China, the US, and Japan. Some of them include UB Tech Robotics, Cloud Minds, and Preferred Networks. The development of 5G infrastructure. The demand for a higher internet speed has reached its peak. From homes that are connected to wireless, to small cities, and up to autonomous mobility, a lot of factors have pushed in the advancement of internet technology. This year, we will see utility and infrastructure development updates from startup companies and big corporations. Now, many corporations are currently developing 5G internet speed. Australia has been the first one to have taken the first step. Even before the global health situation started, Verizon soon followed and became one of the first companies that promised an expansion of its 5G network. It also claimed that it would reach more than 200 million people. China has been developing the 5G internet quite rapidly. Currently, there are around 380 operators that have invested in the development of 5G internet speed, and more than 30 countries have already launched their 5G service commercials. Startup companies like Novalume are helping municipalities manage their smart city and data and public lighting. Meanwhile, another startup, such as Movandi, is finding a solution to transfer a 5G internet at bigger distances. Nido Robotics is exploring the seafloor by using drones. These achievements could help in better navigation and easier usage of IoT to help communicate with phones even on board. In South Korea, a startup company called Seedronics is using the power of 5G to help control autonomous ships. By the end of 2021, development of both 5G and 6G internet speed will support autonomous mobility and even drive small city projects worldwide. The expansion of micro-mobility. While the micro-mobility network saw somewhat of a slowdown during 2020, the business sector has already made a recovery and is now facing a growth period. Scooters and bikes are high in demand, as they are seen as an alternative and convenient transportation that also meet up to the new social distancing norms. By the end of this year, the micro-mobility market is expected to grow by 12% for shared micro-mobility and 9% for private micro-mobility. Many American and European countries countries have introduced thousands of miles of cycling paths. With the advancement of this business, states like the UK are already making improvements when it comes to banning petrol and diesel-fueled cars. The UK government has made it illegal for these types of cars to be sold after 2030. Now, many startup companies are following this business trend. Companies such as Bird.dot, Tier, and Voy are the main startups that are leading to this massive micromobility business trend. Augmented reality and virtual reality are on the rise. In 2020, virtual reality and augmented reality have grown increasingly. These technologies are now becoming a normality and a part of our day-to-day lives when it comes to the entertainment business. What has prompted this technology even more was the global health situation. As people were able to leave their homes, many businesses went for the remote work options using VR and AR technology to communicate and collaborate. AR indoor navigation, AR avatar, integration of AI with VR and AR, facial expression recognition, and more. We'll see a major development throughout the upcoming months of 2021. Both virtual reality and augmented reality will be higher in demand with the development of the 5G network. Companies such as Microsoft, Real World One, Gramercy Tech, and Groove Jones will play an important part in developing these kinds of technologies in the near future. Do you believe that the global health situation pushed us into advancing in technologies more than we have in the past 50 years? Let us know what you think down in the comments. We hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Until next time.